are on episode 5. We will be finishing chest today, and then next time we will be getting into back. So let's get it going. So we are going to start with push-ups. Push-ups are going to be the first thing that we're going to work on for chest. I'm going to show you 4 different variations of push-ups. First one is going to be with a Bosu. If you haven't seen one of these, it's a half ball. It's flat on the top, round on the bottom. Then we are going to move to diamond push-ups. Then we're going to move to wide grip push-ups. And then we're going to finish with elevated push-ups. For elevated push-ups, either your upper body or your lower body can be elevated. So that means that your feet can be up on a bench or a chair or some kind of surface, or your upper body could be onto that bench, chair, whatever the elevated surface is. So those are the 4 different types of push-ups that we are going to get into. I'm not going to do too much talking while I do those, just kind of show you guys what those look like. So those were the 4 different variations of push-ups. Just to recap, because like I said, didn't do much talking during it. Just kind of did it so you guys could see it. Bosu push-ups, you'll need that piece of equipment, the half ball. Diamond push-ups, you're going to have that diamond, and then you'll be here. It'll be a lot tighter in the front. Wide grip. So with wide grip, your usual grip is about shoulder width apart. You want to bump that out, and that will also work on some of that back as well. And then last one was the elevated push-ups. Like I said, either your upper body can be elevated like I showed you in the video, or you can do it with your legs elevated, and your legs will go up on top of something, and your upper body will be what is on the ground. So next thing that we are going to get into are flies. So stay tuned. I am going to show you guys 2 variations of the flies. One is with dumbbells, one is with a resistance band. So before I even show you the dumbbell flies, I already know there are going to be some people in the comments that have something to say about the way that I do flies. A lot of people say that when you do flies, you should have bent arms and it's an opening motion here. They say that because that does put stress on these muscles here, in between the arm and the shoulder joint that connect to the chest. My reasoning for doing it with what I prefer to be a straighter arm, there does tend to be a slight bend depending on the weight, but I tried to aim for a straight arm is because I want to put stress on this muscle, because there is musculature that crosses over from the chest to the shoulder, and I feel like stressing those muscles strengthens them so that if you do find yourself to be in a situation where you are stressing this muscle unnaturally or out of your control, your body is already used to being put in that situation and having stress in that situation. So at that point in time, you will be less likely to get injured. So with that being said, if you are going to do it the way that I do it, which is with that straighter arm fly motion, go a little bit lighter on the weight until you build that strength up, until you are more comfortable, and then until you do have that control. Otherwise, if you're just doing it here, you won't have as much stress on this musculature, tendons, ligaments in there, and it won't be as much of an issue if you go a little bit heavier. So that is the disclaimer before I show you guys how to do it, so people don't eat me up in the comments, even though I'm sure they already will. But hopefully they watch the video and heard why I do it the way I do it. But yeah, let's get it. The last thing that I'm going to show you guys are called plate press. So there are two variations I'm going to show you. One is with an actual weight plate. The other is going to be with a resistance band. Technically speaking, the resistance band isn't necessarily a plate press. It's just a standing chest press. But I'm just going to lump it because the motions are similar. So let's get into it. We're going to start with the plate press. All right, guys. So as you saw with the plate presses with the weight plate, I did them a lot faster, a lot quicker. I'm trying to get as many reps in as I can. I did 25 reps. If you want to go down in reps and work more slow and controlled pressing out, you can do that. Just go down and wait a little bit, something that you can manage. As you saw with the resistance band, you want to anchor it to something heavy, get inside of that band, and then we're here with this motion. I particularly like this for football players, especially guys like offensive linemen, because this is the motion that you're doing a lot of the game. So that is a wrap on chest. I appreciate you guys tuning in to episode 5. Like I said, I think at the beginning of the video, next episode we are going to talk about back, and that will be episode 6. Catch you guys next time.